What could happen if Earth ran out of oxygen? It's a question that might seem like science fiction, but the consequences would be profound. Every breath we take, every rusting piece of metal, every fire that burns, speaks to the essential role of oxygen on our planet. But what if this life-giving element were to disappear? Let's explore the potential ramifications across our planet. Imagine a world where the air itself turns against us, where each breath becomes a struggle. This is not a scene from a dystopian future, but a glimpse into a world starved of oxygen. The intricate web of ecosystems that blanket our Earth would unravel, leaving behind a desolate landscape. Oxygen plays a critical role in countless natural processes, from the decomposition of organic matter to the weathering of rocks. Its disappearance would trigger a cascade of unforeseen and potentially catastrophic events. To understand the potential for an oxygenless Earth, we must first journey back billions of years. The early Earth was shrouded in a primordial soup of gases, devoid of the oxygen we breathe today. Tiny organisms, ancestors of today's cyanobacteria, developed the ability to harness sunlight, converting it into energy and releasing oxygen. This marked the dawn of a new era, transforming our planet from a toxic wasteland into the vibrant world we know today. As oxygen levels rose, they triggered the Great Oxygenation Event, a dramatic shift in Earth's atmospheric composition. While this event paved the way for the evolution of oxygen-breathing life, it also spelled doom for many anaerobic organisms. The very gas that sustains us today proved toxic to these early life forms, and so the stage was set for the rise of oxygen-dependent life, a lineage that ultimately led to us. At the heart of our solar system resides the Sun, a celestial powerhouse that governs life on Earth. Its energy fuels the very process that sustains us, photosynthesis. Plants, algae, and certain bacteria capture sunlight and convert it into chemical energy, releasing the oxygen we breathe. The sun also provides the warmth necessary for liquid water, drives weather patterns, and influences the balance of gases in our atmosphere. Without the sun, Earth would be a frozen, lifeless rock. Now imagine a world where this vital flow of oxygen ceases. One of the first signs would be the disappearance of the sky's familiar blue hue. Oxygen molecules scatter blue light more effectively than other colors, giving our sky its characteristic color. Without oxygen, the sky would appear a dull gray. Oxygen plays a crucial role in the chemical composition of our planet. Its absence would trigger a cascade of reactions, altering the very building blocks of our world. Even the seemingly inert rocks beneath our feet would feel the impact. Many minerals, formed over millennia through reactions with oxygen, would begin to break down. The Earth's crust, composed of various oxygen-containing minerals, would undergo a dramatic transformation. The disappearance of oxygen would also disrupt the delicate balance of gases in our atmosphere. Carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, would see its levels plummet as photosynthesis grinds to a halt. While this might seem like a positive outcome in the face of climate change, it would have dire consequences. The delicate interplay between oxygen and carbon dioxide would be thrown into disarray, with catastrophic consequences for life as we know it. Let's focus on one of the most visible wonders of the natural world, the leaf. These structures, responsible for capturing sunlight and producing oxygen, would be among the first casualties in an oxygen-deprived world. Leaves, starved of the oxygen they need for respiration, would wither and fall. Imagine forests stripped bare, their once vibrant canopies reduced to skeletons of their former glory. Forests, the lungs of our planet, would be silenced. Trees, once towering symbols of nature's resilience, would succumb to the oxygen-deprived air. The intricate network of life that thrives beneath the forest canopy would also collapse. The loss of forests would have far-reaching implications for the planet's climate, water cycle, and biodiversity. In this oxygen-depleted world, life would be forced to adapt or perish. Some organisms might find refuge in anaerobic environments, such as deep-sea hydrothermal vents. These extremophiles offer a glimpse into the resilience of life itself. However, the vast majority of life on Earth, including ourselves, would not be so fortunate. The oceans, teeming with life, would not be spared. Marine organisms depend on dissolved oxygen in the water to survive. As oxygen levels plummet, we would witness a mass die-off of unprecedented scale. The once thriving oceans would transform into vast, stagnant pools. The very air we breathe would change dramatically. Without oxygen to react with, the atmosphere would lose a significant portion of its water vapor. The water cycle would be disrupted, leading to widespread droughts and desertification. The Earth's climate would be pushed further into chaos, creating a hostile and unforgiving environment. Could some plants adapt to an oxygen-deprived world? It's a question that sparks the imagination. Perhaps some plants might evolve to utilize alternative pathways for energy production. The lush and diverse plant life we see today would be but a distant memory. And what of us, the human race, in this oxygen-deprived world? Our fate would be inextricably linked to the planet's. Without oxygen, we would simply cease to exist. The very air we breathe would become our executioner, a silent and invisible killer. Mammals, our close relatives in the animal kingdom, would share a similar fate. Their warm-blooded metabolism, reliant on a constant supply of oxygen, would be their downfall. The animal kingdom would fall silent, its vibrant tapestry of life reduced to a distant memory. Faced with such a bleak future, could humanity find a way to survive? Some visionaries propose venturing beyond Earth. Mars, our planetary neighbor, has long captured our imagination as a potential second home, but transforming this barren world into a habitable planet would be a monumental task. But perhaps, instead of seeking salvation elsewhere, our efforts would be better focused on preventing such a catastrophic event from ever occurring. Addressing climate change, reducing pollution, and protecting our planet's delicate ecosystems are crucial steps in ensuring our own survival. The Earth, with its intricate web of life, is a precious and fragile oasis in the vastness of space. It's up to us, the stewards of this planet, to protect it for future generations. Could we, with our technological prowess, devise a way to move Earth itself, steering our planet away from danger? It's a concept that borders on science fiction. Moving a planet, however, would require unimaginable amounts of energy and pose significant risks. While the idea of moving Earth might seem like a solution, it highlights the immense scale of the challenge we face. Mars, with its promise of a fresh start, beckons as a potential escape route, but transforming this red planet into a second Earth would be a daunting task. Establishing a human presence on Mars would require overcoming significant challenges. Life, as we've seen throughout Earth's history, is remarkably resilient. Perhaps in an oxygen-deprived world, new life forms would emerge, organisms capable of surviving without the gas we take for granted. While the future of life on an oxygen-deprived Earth is uncertain, one thing remains clear. Life, in some form or another, would find a way to persist. Looking beyond our solar system, could we one day create a new Earth, a verdant paradise tailored to our needs? Advances in biotechnology, nanotechnology, and space exploration offer a glimmer of hope. While such endeavors remain speculative, they serve as a reminder of the boundless possibilities that lie ahead. Our exploration of an oxygen-deprived Earth paints a stark and sobering picture. The very essence of our planet, the air we breathe, is not to be taken for granted. The delicate balance of life, sustained over billions of years, is fragile and interconnected. The loss of oxygen would be catastrophic, leading to the collapse of ecosystems and the end of human civilization as we know it. Let us heed this warning, recognizing the importance of protecting our planet and ensuring a future where life can continue to thrive. Thanks for watching.